Grand Parade here in Cape Town. Beautiful Cape Town. It's a beautiful Wednesday public holiday. Today in Cape Town is Freedom Day. And I am here as promised at the Grand Parade. I'm sorry that... Let me just adjust something quickly. Come on. Alright. Seems like I might have to stream like this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Setting there, problem. But let me just show you what it is like here. As you can see, people have started to arrive, ladies and gentlemen. It is still early. It is still 45 minutes until the march starts. I had to walk away from the music. It's a bit loud. And obviously I'm gonna get probably a copyright strike or something because of the music. But regardless, here we are. People have been arriving. You can see Freedom Fund Plus is here. CapeXit is here. Cape Independence Advocacy Group is here. And of course, the Cape Independence Party is also here. There's a lot of big names here. Corne Mulder is said to come through. We have Jack Miller. We have, of course, Phil Craig, who's somewhere here. He's over there by the stage. And we have, obviously, Jack Miller. I think I mentioned that already. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking quite awesome at the moment. Buses are even coming in, bringing people from all parts of the Western Cape to be part of the march, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got quite a big, turnout so far. We're hoping to have over 500 people attending, but we don't know yet. Rumors are circulating, could be 1,000, could be more. And you see there's the stage, there's the Cape Party people. I'm going to take you through, it's going to get a bit loud.
Dreams of what we want.
Obviously, they had to organize police to lead the march. And these are the, I want to call them ushers or, what do you call them? Forgot what you call these guys. But they're obviously going to make sure everybody's safe, everybody knows what's going on, and lead and direct people. There's Palm from CapeXit, ladies and gentlemen. He's also here. I'll be talking to him just now. As well as Andy from CapeXit, I'll be talking to him. You may have seen him on Morning Shots channel. There's a few interviews with Andy and Morning Shots on Morning Shots channel. I do want to quickly explain something to people. So, I'm doing this march in 4 parts, okay? You should find the links pinned in the live chats or in the description. Just before the march starts, I'm going to stop this stream and get it back to landscape, and then the second part will be the march. After the march is done, I will then stream the speeches. So I'll stop when the march ends, and then I will stream the speeches on their own. I don't know if there's going to be a part 4. It depends on what happens. But part 1, part 2, part 3 will definitely be the Cape Independence March. I just wanted to explain that very quickly. Once again, the links are in the description already. You can set reminders. There's a playlist that you can go to. You'll see it on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, sorry about the portrait. I really didn't mean for that to happen, but I saw I was running late. I was chatting to Donald from World News. He's here and made his YouTube channel. He's interviewed a few people. I can't see him now, but when I do, I'll bring him onto the stream. I see Mitchell saying, best of luck guys, love from Mitchell's Land and Strip. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the stream far and wide, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I'm doing this stream is to make sure that the entire world sees this, alright? That's the point of the stream. And for those who couldn't make it in the Western Cape, to also see it. So, share it far and wide to your American friends, your Australian friends, your British friends, whoever, whatever South African expat you know. Share it to them, let them know that this is happening today, Freedom Day, in South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Grand Parade in the Western Cape. You can see behind me, more people have flooded in. Actually, not a bad angle for this kind of footage. Speeches will happen there. Sign up and stuff like that over there. It's a good vibe. It's a party vibe. I love it. It's great. And you're going to see when we go for the march, it's going to be stuff like this. You can see people already getting into that rhythm. What is that happy Cape Town vibe? Western Cape. This is what we're celebrating today, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, no matter what creed you're from, what ethnicity you're from, what group you're from, as long as you are in the Western Cape, you are a Capetonian, a Western Capean, whatever you want to call it. And we are fighting for the freedom of the Western Cape, ladies and gentlemen. During the stream, I'll try and answer some questions that you guys might have. I may not be able to see all the questions that come through. But what's important, ladies and gentlemen, is that you share this far and wide. Let people know that this is happening for those that can't make it. People coming in. So what's going to happen now is I'm just going to chat to you guys. I'll try and answer any questions you guys might have. If you guys want me to go somewhere, you want me to talk to someone, just drop it in the live chats. If they're available, I'll chat to them. Music is a bit loud, so I don't know how we'll do that. I don't know if you guys can hear me at this stage. Let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with you guys for another roughly 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna stop the stream. And then I'm going to, like I said, part 2. Everything linked in the description below. Go there. Very easy, ladies and gentlemen. Just go to the description or the pinned comment in the live chats. And yeah, okay, so I see Mitchell says I can hear you fairly alright. Okay, sorry about that. Obviously, they're making loud music because they want to get attention and let people know where they are, because there's still people expecting to arrive. This is not even, I wouldn't even say 5% of what is expected. There's still buses coming through. There's still a lot of people coming through. And I will definitely get the pre-march speeches. It's going to be a speech about, safety and direction and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to get that on this stream. And right when the march starts, I'm going to be on the second stream, part 2. You guys can just watch the entire march and do watch it. It's a lot of fun. You guys don't understand. It's a great vibe. Oh, the music's gone down a bit. All right. I'm just trying to see. Of course. I like the song. There might be quiet moments with me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm also looking for people to speak to. More and more people coming through waving the independence flag. It's not the official flag. None of these flags, ladies and gentlemen, are official. As a matter of fact, let me take a moment to explain to some people, because leading up to this, officers drove by. Leading up to this, a lot of people were asking me like, yeah, but they've already got the name of the place. They've already got the name of Cape Town or Western Cape. They don't. Nobody knows the name. Right now, there's even an argument right now within the movement that it's going to be called the Cape of Good Hope. That's the country. that's not finalized. There's other names that people try and say, oh, it's going to be called this, it's going to be called that. Don't listen to them. There's no name officially. I think everything now that you see is just provisional. It's like for now. We need something as a symbol. We need something to wave. So the flags that you might see now are not the official flag of the Western Cape when or if it does become independent. Whatever name you've heard for the Western Cape, it's also not finalized yet. For those of you that are worried, and funny enough, I should be walking past this. For those of you that are worried about what's going to happen once Cape secession happens, go to these guys, CapeXit. There's their website. And I'll tell you why. If you haven't seen it, Andy and Ramon Cabernet from Morning Shot had a fantastic series where they discussed exactly what CapeXit's all about. CapeXit is basically focusing on the policies that are going to happen after Cape independence has happened, or once the referendum is called, and then if everybody says yes to the referendum, then CapeXit steps in and gives it to the presiding government for the moment, which can only be in government for 3 months until there's an election. And those documents that CapeXit has been working on is the legalities, the policies. For example, we won't have tax, or at least not tax as we know it. It'll be a different kind of tax. We'll also have policies on border and stuff like that. That's what CapeXit is busy doing at the moment. And you can see some of these documents on their website already. They're obviously still busy with it. It's a long process, but that's what they do. Cape Independence Advocacy Group is more like the research and the marketing team of the movement. They do polls, they get data, and they market. They're also one of the people that have organized this march, along with CapeXit, Cape Independence Party, and CapeXit, Cape Independence Party. There's another Freedom Front Plus. Obviously, there's politicians that have jumped on the bandwagon now. DA has, Cape Colored Congress, Freedom Front Plus, obviously Cape Independence Party. All these political parties have jumped onto the bandwagon of they want a referendum. They want to call a referendum for the people of the Western Cape to decide. And that's one of the things why there's a march right now, is to put pressure on these politicians to make sure that the referendum happens. The goal is to make sure it happens before the 2024 elections. That is the idea. That is the goal. Now, without you, without people, it's not going to happen. And for those of you that are worried about, well, this is un-South African. How can a part of South Africa fall away? You know what? I tend to agree with you on that. It's sad that a part of South Africa might separate. But think of it like this, and I think Phil Craig said it best. It's like a divorce. Right now, the Western Cape is married to South Africa, and Western Cape isn't happy. So in a divorce, you file for divorce, right? That's what you do. If you're unhappy in a relationship, you file for divorce. And that's exactly how it should be said, how it should be looked at. Nothing from South Africa is going to be lost. I mean, I've been to Namibia, and it still feels like South Africa, even though it's a different country. So a lot of the culture and South Africanism, if you will still be in the Western Cape. Western Cape could be that rainbow nation that was promised so long ago. And there's a lot of potential for the Western Cape if it does gain independence. You don't believe me? Look at what CapeXit and all their research has done. Cape Independence Advocacy Group, they all have the research. It's done. It's been talked about. And I'm just repeating it. Now, I know I sound like I'm a huge advocate for the movement, and to be honest with you, I am. I would love to see a Western Cape, an independent Western Cape. It'd be great. And get rid of the ANC. I mean, it's no secret on my channel that I hate the ANC. That's never been a secret. I've never shied away from that. And there's a lot of people in this world, in South Africa, that don't like the ANC. And this is one option. I'm not saying it's the only option. People talk about federalism. Look, Cape independence movement. I've spoken to a lot of the people involved. They think the federalism route is just a compromise, and that's something the DA is trying to capitalize on. People don't have full hope or confidence that even if federalism happens, that things will get any better, because at the end of the day, the people that are still in charge are the ANC. Maybe things will look a little bit better, but most of the policies, most of the laws will still come from right above, which is the ANC. And to save South Africa, to save Western Cape, ANC needs to go. And maybe if the ANC in 2024 was to lose power, was to be voted out, maybe Western Cape would stay. I don't know. Something I might ask one of the organizers today. But what I do know is the ANC is a big problem in this country, and I doubt there's a lot of people that can disagree with that. I mean, if you do, then there's probably something wrong with you, because I would love to hear that argument. But I'm here now. I'm here to cover this, and it's not what the mainstream media tells you it is. I promise you that. And you'll see that if you watch the entire part of this series. Watch the entire thing. See for yourself what this movement is all about. I'm going to be chatting to a few people probably after the march, part 3, after the speeches. I'll chat to a few of the organizers. You will see that, and I hope that you'll watch. You know, and I understand today's a holiday. People got things to do, so please share. Please like this video. Remind yourself that this video is available for you to watch at any time. So even if you're busy today, watch it tomorrow. Watch it over the weekend. Just watch it at some point and see what this movement is all about. Now, I saw a question pop up. How many people do I think are in attendance? Well, it's hard to tell at the moment. But as I turn my back, I see that a few more people have showed up. I would say there's easily, right now, 100 to 200. Maybe 150. I would say. Somewhere there. There's quite a bit of people right now, and there's still more people coming. I've walked accidentally a bit far, but again, trying to get away from the music. I know I'm going to get flagged because of the music now on YouTube. It's going to flag me. It's going to happen. But if we can see, there's still more people coming through. Buses are still about to arrive. Things will only really start in 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, at which point I'm going to stop the stream probably just after the pre-march speeches. I'm going to stop the stream, I'm going to take a bit of a break, and then I'm going to start part 2. Like I said, all the parts, ladies and gentlemen, all the parts are linked in the description. So when I stop the stream, you just go to part 2, wait for me to start. When I stop part 2, you go to part 3, wait for me to start. Very easy. There's a playlist on my channel. There's links in the pinned chats. There's a pinned link in the live chats, and there's links in the description. It's very easy for those to find, as long as you paid attention. So yeah, everybody's giving a vibe, man. Once again, I'm sorry about the portrait mode. I will fix that for the next stream. Let's go through the crowd and see who's here. Will Craig himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, hello everyone. Looking good so far. Got a good number of people turning up. Really diverse mix of people. It's just absolutely fantastic. And we're excited about having a great day today and starting to write our own history. So yeah, enjoy.
Once you like, kasi kaso boro. Hey, nakinig ka mejoro. Hey, city flex, city freak, city tape, po beat, and they go to McDonald's. Oh yeah, die sinek, du kein genauer. Volle Kiste, die mit Kopf, und der Backe, die darf man nicht durch. It's time, no, but me, oh, ja, the queen of Slady, ja, it's been the top of time, starting back to right out my bar, lange und dann mal. Say truco, say circo, mera, soy say like na tu neck, it patek smile. Say dias, makan mati iba, but in class. Sa no conmigo, ya tu cuello se
You're live on YouTube!
Like what's in Acapulco, I'm just riding away, baby.
Yeah, let's take off a bit.
There's something about a crazy love. That body, that one in Versace. Did I win the lottery, or am I gonna be? Damn, you got me like Bitcoin and like Doge. I'm rich with you beside me, 'cause you're not going baby. But you're perfectly dysfunctional. You crazy like my mama.
That's a journalist all the way from Japan, ladies and gentlemen. I'll chat to him a bit later. All right, so what do you think of that? That's a vibe, isn't it? It's always great here, man. Always great here. Very excited for the march about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, there's about 25 minutes until the march will begin, at which point I will definitely stop this stream. And then part 2. And like I said, part 2 in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2, 3, 4 in the description and in the pinned comments in the live chat. Speaking of the live chat, let's see what has come through. So, Jesse, good to have you here, man. There's a Cape Colored Congress there, not that I'm aware of. Geez, I never knew Cape Town was this beautiful. It reminds me of my days of walking down Port Jackson in Sydney. Community spirit is something I haven't seen for so long. Mitchell, it is a vibe here, no doubt. I will watch all parts. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Kwanzaa. More Grok Show. I don't know if he's still here, but he says, I hope they consider South Uzbekistan as a name, or the South Rebel Alliance. I doubt that very much. Jesse once again here. Good morning, Jesse. Good to have you here. Mitchell. Willem is also a disappointing crowd, but great Jaluka music. Willem, crowd's still about to build up, man. It's still early. Valerie also here. Hello, Valerie. Andre, 10:05, 10:03. Sorry, I was late. I know, I was late. But Willem, the support will grow. Thanks, Joe. Wish I could be there. I'm stuck at work. On a public holiday. Jesse, what job do you do that keeps you on a public holiday, man? Technically, I'm also working. But yeah, all right. So let's show you. We're capturing each other. Alright. Let me introduce you guys to someone, a fellow YouTuber, who I didn't know was going to be here. Well, there's actually a few people I need to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Robert King.
Hi everyone.
You may know him from his Twitter account. And Donald.
Yes.
From Worldview YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. I think he cut his hair, I'm not sure.
Yes, I did. My hair has been all over the place.
I barely recognize him, but ladies and gentlemen, go check out Worldview channel on YouTube. It's very, very good content over there. It's good to have you. And there's the cameraman.
We amore!
Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the Parliament Grand Parade. We're waiting. We're basically waiting for the march to begin. See the sun in your eyes. So, people are still coming in. People are still coming in. Look at that. In drips and drabs, but they are coming in. Every time I look around, the crowd seems to be a little bigger. And there's still more people expected. The march only begins in 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, tell people. Don't forget, part 2, 3, 4 are linked in the description below. So when I stop this stream, you can go to the description and check out part 2, 3, and 4. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure there's going to be a part 4. But part 1 is just pre-march, showing everybody arriving, talking a bit about Cape Independence. And then part 2 is going to be the march. Part 3 is going to be speeches. People on the speeches are people like Corné Mulder is going to be here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to do a bit of a speech from Freedom from Plus. We're going to see Jack Miller from Cape Independence Party. We're going to see Phil Craig from the Cape Independence Advocacy Group. We're also going to see Des Palm from CapeXit is also going to give a speech, along with a few others. A few surprise guests, if you will. They're also going to give a 5-minute speech. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. I think the entire thing will probably be 30 minutes, if not shorter. Last time they did speeches, it wasn't that long. How you doing? Good, how are you?
Hello, baby. How are you?
Alright, if you guys would just excuse me for 1 second, I'm gonna place this thing down for a moment, somewhere safe. I need to take a sip of water. And I need to tweet something quickly. But I have a plan. I have a plan. Let me, if I can. Thank you, Joe. I saw my Thank you, Jerry. I saw my son. I've not seen him in 3 years. Oh, wow. That's great. Who's your son? I can approach him if you like. Let me just do a quick tweet, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be with you guys now. Just give me a second. Speeches for the pre-march are about to begin, so I'm just going to tweet that. Guys, we'll be back in 2 seconds. Let's see a sip of water. Now, ladies and gentlemen, very much been looking forward to this band coming right now. I forgot what they're called, but they are amazing, and they're going to be leading the march, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you just now. In true you can probably hear them gearing up.
I'm
Yes.
Tessa.
Hi, Tessa.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
You don't have to talk, but I've got a bit of CAHP and obviously I want to know how it
Oh, great.
goes. Nice to say hi.
Oh, thank you. Hi, nice to meet you. This is the marching band that is going to be leading the march.
Good job.
Please do not be provoked. We are not like that. Always remember to have fun. And if anybody is feeling a little bit ill, under the weather, a medical vehicle will be right here, stationed at the rear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after this, I'm going to stop the stream and start part 2. So get that ready.
They will be happy to help you. Any flags and t-shirts, anything is left, you guys can sorry. Any flags, t-shirts, you guys can get over at the tables. You see over there all these stations. If you need something, go and grab some. Right, the band is situated behind you. They will be leading the way. So once they move the way forward, we will all be moving forward with the march.
True information, guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah, free the Cape. Give me free the Cape. Come on, let me free the Cape. Get the energy up here, yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, please share far and wide part 2. Part 2 is about to begin. I'm going to make sure there's not portraits. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's a bit of a technical issue, I think. But, okay, part 2 is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to make sure that there's no other speeches or anything else that needs to be said. Tons of people here, ladies and gentlemen, right now. As you can see, I'm walking through the crowd. Great turnout. Here we go. All right, so I'm just seeing if they're getting ready for the march right now. There might be more information or more rules to be said or another speech to be said.
Hello, Joe.
Hey,
You good?
good, how are you? Hey, buddy, how are you?
Great yourself, man.
Good, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Man, that's cool.
Let's see if I missed any comments.
Behind them,
What's the name of the band, Joe? I think it's Klopsa. Can't be there for medical reasons. Go well, guys. No worries, Harley. Thanks, Joe. Wish we could have been there. All good. How many are there? It's hard to tell how many are here, but I would say upwards of 200 so far. There's still more that are going to join in the march. There's still more that are going to join probably after the march. So yeah, it's quite a busy one. The sun is very hot. I just heard someone say the sun is hot. The sun is very, very hot. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's ready for a vibe. And it should be a lot of fun. I think there's still buses coming in. You hear the band. People will start following the band, but I think there's a few more things to be said. It's after the things that are said that I will stop this stream and get ready for part 2, which will be the march itself, and we're going to march through Cape Town. So we're going to march through Cape Town. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll make a lot of noise. It'll be great. The music starts. I'm not sure what's happening now.
No lo sé.
from another mother. Yes! Thank you once from your
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's safe to say that part 2 is about to begin. Just gonna make sure, because I see there's someone on the stage who might still say a few words. I think they might be waiting for a few more buses to arrive. I'm not exactly sure. The march is gonna begin, or should begin, at 11, but sometimes these things are not exactly on time. But I am sticking with the band as much as I can, because they will be leading the march, and I definitely want to be in front of the march when it comes to part 2. Decide where to start and what route to take. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it here. Go to part 2, ladies and gentlemen, part 2. Go to part 2. Don't forget, part 2. Link available in the description. Part 2, ladies and gentlemen, gonna start just now.